Not a bad meditation session this evening, but not as good as I'd have liked it to have been. So I may do another one. It's approaching 10 p.m. Before I start to get fatigue, even though I think I woke up early, quite late this morning, so I may be able to fit one in another session. I don't think I've logged it, the last one. But yeah, going back in the archive, so to speak, to what I've talked about before after watching a few of my videos, and this is something that's actually quite fundamental that was fundamental not only to Architect Power, but sort of one of the techniques that's been developed off the back of that. This points to that sort of thing, and that is, now listen to this. I'm surprised people didn't pick up on this. That when psychiatrists back in, I think it was 2000, said to me, "Did you feed it? Right? Did you feed it? Right?" Now, I'm mentioned. No one else is mentioned there. You've just got this mysterious it, which isn't identified. There's no people involved in it. It's a social construction. If you want third-party gossip statements, that is a social construction with psychiatrists. It's a social interaction. It's not this disembodied, mysterious thing. Whereas it's a really slack approach, right? Did you feed it, right? It's like I've mentioned before about what psychiatry can do. It can sort of isolate the individual, which it did back then. It's almost certainly not now, even though that's one of the techniques used to sort of see what I'll do or whatever. I don't know. In so many ways. But yeah, it's a really important indication of just how badly things were handled between 96 and 2000. It doesn't even acknowledge something I spoke about something I picked up off my dad. The ability, is it prescience or something? I don't know. The ability to figure out things that could happen, sort of thing, the way things may well go, and getting a lot right that I used to have back then. Maybe I'm not as good as that as I used to be, but I used to be really good at that, and sort of figured that out in 96 with our friend the photographer, sort of thing. But yeah, really important point that. Did you feed it? So what do you say in the face of that? And it's like there's similar things that go on, in meetings that still don't really subvert Architect Power, don't really challenge Architect Power in any meaningful way, which is the way I wouldn't deal with things. I would sort of say, well, these processes I'd see it. Well, these processes do actually, you take into account a whole load of things. These processes do actually keep in play Architect Power in so many ways. But yeah, 2000. Did you feed it? That's just brilliant. That is. It's like you're isolated. The power's against you. It is associated with you. You are sort of it, sort of thing. And there are no subjects involved in it. It is just something, it sort of doesn't say the origins of it. But it sort of leaves that. Do you know what I mean? It sort of leaves that in the air, and anything claiming to be a science, going for someone in the ways that it did, should be more savvy than that. I'd argue. But anyway, this is the way things went. But this type of thing happens to this day, and something that should have struck me before. It's so blatantly obvious. Is that whenever I see things in the environment, I'm being drugged up. I've sort of mentioned it about other things, but whenever I see like cars, for example, or people in costume or whatever, I'll be, it happened in the kitchen when I was getting my drink. The drugging started in the lead up even to traffic, to try and get me to see some big deal drama in it all. It's traffic, and that's the way I'd see it without the druggings, so I don't really see the point. Anyway, other shenanigans today. One in particular that was pulled in the lead up to me being detained. The same type of technique. But again, it's just... it's just like, you really have got to laugh it off, as you should laugh off the likes of the architects and what they brought about. And I did watch a video tonight about saying that it's pretty much permanent architect power, and I'm not entirely sure of that now, but it's sort of something to bear in mind, that it could well be permanent. I mean, in my last video I did say tempting fate, an atmosphere I'm accustomed to. Odds are that that may well change, and that's the way it is. But for now, it's like, yes, it's harks back to when I first got here in some ways. But yeah, interesting that, isn't it? Did you feed it? Says so much. But me, with the power I had then, just I don't think I even spotted it at the time, so consciously. But yeah, it's off the back of that has been a technique to sort of try and see where things go. But I sort of spotted, and it's nothing to really take seriously unless other people take it seriously. Maybe, I don't know. But it is a pretty daft concept. If that's the way some people are thinking, then that's the way some people are thinking. But to me, it's just when you have got some semblance of your own thinking permitted, dare I say it, you do just laugh it off. But yeah, that's been something I did a bit of thinking about around that phrase. Did you feed it? It sort of does. Do you know what I mean? It does like sort of say a lot about what happened in 2000. But this is 2025. Today has been, okay. It's been average. I have to say these things, the shenanigans and druggings that take place are now part of me saying this is an average day for Leslie Joyce to be drugged up and have all have certain shenanigans going on. That's the way it is. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with how I've handled today, actually. I won't go into detail. That's, would you? What with these people? Anyway, that may sound a bit too along a conflict perspective, but I do like a conflict perspective. I don't mind consensus. I don't mind conflict. There's a place for both. But to have taken in 2000 a disagreement and to have imposed the power that was imposed at that time, it seems a bit bizarre to me. There would have been better ways to deal with things, but that's the way it was. That's the way it was. That was the atmosphere that was generated back then. But anyway, yeah. Did you feed it? Now, maybe that's put things in maybe a few things in a bit of a better perspective.